Assalamualaikum and good evening. The Sarawak government plans to carry out a comprehensive study on the flood mitigation system in Bintulu as a long-term measure to address flood issues in the town. Sarawak Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Professor Dr. Sim Krian said the study is proposed to involve an international consulting firm alongside local expertise to ensure that Bintulu's flood mitigation planning is executed in a more comprehensive and effective manner. According to him, this approach allows the entire flood mitigation systems in Bintulu to be evaluated in terms of planning, existing system capacity and improvement needs. He said this when met by the media while inspecting Gem Park after attending a meeting with the Bintulu's Division Department of Irrigation and Drainage (DID) at the Bintulu's office on Thursday. Dato' Amar Dr. Sim, who is also the Minister for Public Health, Housing and Local Government, said the international consulting firm will not only bring external expertise but will also collaborate with local experts including surveyors and relevant technical parties. He added that the experience of implementing flood mitigation projects involving international consulting firms in other areas can serve as a reference in drafting plans for Bintulu. Three more components of the flood mitigation projects in Bintulu are set to enter the physical implementation phase between mid to late October, following the approval of an additional 53 million ringgit allocation by the Sarawak government. Dato' Amar Dr. Sim said the Bintulu Division Department of Irrigation and Drainage (DID), together with consultants, is actively making preparations to ensure that the projects under Phase 2 can be implemented according to schedule. According to him, the tendering process is expected to be called as early as September before physical works commence on the ground the following month. Dato' Amar Dr. Sim said the 53 million ringgit allocation involves three remaining major components located at Gem Park, Desa Damai and SJK Sibiu. He noted that the approval was secured following an appeal by Tanjong Batu Assemblyman Johnny Pang Leong Ming to the Sarawak Premier regarding the frequent occurrences of floods in those areas. Education must continue to be prioritized to produce a generation of Lawas residents equipped with knowledge and skills in science, technology, digitalization and artificial intelligence (AI). Sarawak Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Awang Tengah Ali Hassan said human capital development must move in tandem with physical development and economic strength to ensure the state's progress benefits the people. He said true progress did not solely depend on infrastructure and economic development, but was also determined by knowledge, values and the quality of society. He said this in his speech at the Lawas District Maulidur Rasul Celebration 2026 1448 Hijriah on Wednesday. In another development, he also called on the community to use technology responsibly and verify information before believing or sharing it to prevent the spread of fake news that could affect unity. Meanwhile, Dato' Amar Awang Tengah, who is also Bukit Sari Assemblyman, stressed that racial, religious and cultural harmony in Lawas must continue to be preserved as the foundation of societal stability and progress. The National MADANI Taxi Renewal Program, which has been expanded to Sarawak, focuses on the efforts to ease the operational burden of drivers, particularly involving vehicle maintenance costs and related inspection matters. Deputy Minister of Transport Dato' Hasbi Habibullah stated that the maintenance aspect is given attention through the program because operational costs are among the main challenges faced by taxi drivers in ensuring vehicles remain in good and safe condition.
Memahami sebenarnya apa yang mereka hadapi, sebab itulah program yang baru ini termasuk maintenance, memudahkan dan sebagainya, membantu untuk pergi puspakom dan sebagainya supaya ianya lebih itulah tidak menjadi halangan untuk mereka lah. Kita cuba nak memudahkan kepayahan mereka sebelum ini lah. Okey, termasuklah maintenance.
He said this when met by the media after the National MADANI Taxi Renewal Program in Kuching on Friday. Dato' Hasbi added that this approach not only opens up opportunities for drivers to renew their vehicles but also provides support to help them continue operating in a more sustainable and resilient manner.
Orang kalaulah sekiranya ada syarikat yang ingin nak beroperate macam di Semenanjung tu, I think they must engage all the existing taxis dan juga to see whether perkara ini boleh membawa ke depan lah, memajukan industri taksi kita di Sarawak.
In Sarawak, a total of 446 taxi drivers, 7,326 e-hailing drivers and 170 rental car operators are registered with the Commercial Vehicle Licensing Board Sarawak. The Ministry of Transport Malaysia (MOT) has approved an allocation of 30 million ringgit to upgrade the short take-off and landing ports, STOLport in Baklalan and Banga. Datuk Hasbi said the allocation amounts to 15 million ringgit each for Long Banga and Bak Kelalan STOLports under the Airport Development Fund. According to him, the planned scope of work includes terminal improvements as well as the potential lengthening of the runways subject to the suitability of conditions and terrain at both locations.
Sebab kita tak maulah orang cakap pasal upgrade airport besar-besar saja. Our rural airport pun is still an airport.
Datuk Hasbi added that if the runways can be lengthened according to the site suitability, the passenger capacity that can be transported from those areas has the potential to be increased. He mentioned that local conditions and terrain will be among the considerations in determining the scope of upgrading works to ensure the facilities can operate more effectively according to local needs. A total of 429 native customary rights NCR landowners in the Krian areas received land title deeds under Section 18 of the Sarawak Land Code, involving 520 individual lots covering an area of 679.6 hectares. Deputy Minister for Urban Planning, Land Administration and Environment Sarawak Datuk Len Talif Saleh stated that the Sarawak government remains committed to addressing NCR land issues which constitute a vital heritage and economic resource for the community. According to him, gazettements under Section 6 of the Sarawak Land Code is not intended to seize the people's land, but rather serves as an initial step to identify, record and protect NCR land areas prior to the issuance of individual land titles under Section 18. He said this when speaking at the Section 18 Land Title Deed Presentation ceremony in Saratok on Thursday. The presentation involves three main areas, namely Sungai Krian and Sungai Kabo, with 289 land titles to 264 recipients covering an area of 330.48 hectares. Meanwhile, the Ntebu Selambong area involves 179 land titles to 121 recipients, covering 311.79 hectares, while Kampong Sepok, Krian, involved 52 land titles to 44 recipients, covering 37.34 hectares. And that's the English edition with me, Saiful Bahri Muhammad. More news can be found in our official portal ukas.sarawak.gov.my and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. We end tonight's UKAS Bulletin with displays from the National MADANI Taxi Renewal Program at the Unifor Complex in Kuching on Friday. #Saluran Informasi Rakyat. Have a good night.